Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They go play action with Hurts. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. Let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Daniels. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Here's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Daniels looking to throw. And he's got it. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off.
Touchdown! Austin Eckler, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on this. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Chill, right on my side as my ego becomes a funky child with some words on my tongue. Be like intake a breath and my mouth gets loose. So while I scatter my spit, I dream of juice. Have you ever rebel out the dark hallway? This place I kissed, I made your day. I say, play the track from your record collection. It's your mix, congratulations. Change a lot of names, some.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
Myers in motion right. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Here's Smith. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. Big strides, look at him go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, 67 yards. And the Raiders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Takes over first and 10.
Working to put a drive together.
Come on.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
To the 43, second down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To throw is Daniels. Caught by the tight end Ertz. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panicking now. They gave up the touchdown. Yeah, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go and put in the boxing ring, right?
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Commanders have cut the lead back down to 2.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15, and he feels like he can get it done.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last. And it's intercepted. He may go. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6.
14. Raiders 8.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Gay now set to kick it off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Smith throwing again.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Gino.
That one complete to Trey Tucker. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 38.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and a couple. They'll go again with Jeanty.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
They'll try to run for it with Jeanty.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll sneak it with Smith. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. That's why the whole play got stuffed.
Will be hit down at the 43, 5 yards on the play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 66 yards.
And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now Gino. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by...
Poses. Welcome inside Northwest Stadium, football fans, located in Landover, Maryland. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Washington Commanders. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. To return, Jerome Ford. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down. Inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw right away. And his first pass falls incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again here, Sanders. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Play action now. Daniels bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first.
Washington, first down.
Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Eckler is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
Okay,
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Go play action for Sanders. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A big completion for the rookie out of Colorado. It gets his guys a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Tap the 60, tap the 60.
On first down, here's Sanders. That's complete, David Njoku. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jonathan Jones makes the play. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
There's Kronsky Merritt on the carry. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Connects on the crosser. He will be stopped now, but what you like about that effort? So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead.
18.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Launches one deep downfield. It's Greg Newsome on the interception. And the Browns will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
With Sanders out of the pistol. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Pat. Cougar 19.
To the right and pulled in by Judy. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Taking his shot deep down. He's got it inside the 25. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Sanders going to throw here on 1st. He's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. David Njoku, the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want 2 here.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he gets in. The 2-point try puts him in front by 1. 8-7.
Commanders 7.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's trying to go deep again. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He's loaded another one up. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Greg Newsome has it. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman 1 time that game.
To the air on 1st down, Sanders. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Commanders get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
Sanders' pass
Must be paying these guys day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
On first down, here's Daniels. Buying some time right. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Washington. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42.
Here we go.
Daniels escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like in a walk, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep it moving forward.
This is Eckler on second. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends. Those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Staying with Eckler. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
At the 6-yard line.
On the ready.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
Ready.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket. That one connects. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take the lead just before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one splits the uprights, and the Commanders push their lead to 6. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
DeAndre Carter on the return. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready.
We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
Come on.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. On target here to Njoku. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. With a gun, here's Sanders. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Mikey, 18.
throw it yet again. He's got Njoku on the sideline, caught. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
One last play before the break.
Ready? Got to be Timberwolf. Ready?
The final throw before the break. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders launches the return, goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Here's Krosky Merritt. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Run now with Krosky Merritt. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
That's good for the Washington Commanders. First and 10 at the 40.
Daniels from the pistol. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
From the 43. Vacates quickly left side. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And that leaves him with third and short.
Here we go.
A run. It's Krosky Merritt. Oh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Beyond the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's fourth down.
They run. It's Krosky Merritt. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
4 yards. And a Washington first down.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Daniels to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns take over just shy of the 40. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half and take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
19 Tigers.
2nd and 13. Finds him on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go. 18, 5 in. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Browns football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
Ready. Cowboys.
Another try following the sack. That's completed right side. Just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41. They're now set for first and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
Here's Sanders now. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Working quickly here.
Brings up second and 9.
Ford straight ahead. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this third down. He'll throw it. Big strike downfield to Judy. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, you're going to make the defense pay.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. It's going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Offense to the line for second down.
Gotta be lying.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Browns down by a touchdown. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Get it.
Another one for 4. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. The Commanders going dime here to defend this third down.
Come on, come on. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw it. He finds Njoku complete. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns find a way to tie it late. David Njoku, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. They have this try now to put them in front late. And he gets gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Samuel now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Dumped off to his running back. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or at a premium in this league.
That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of these guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. It's inside the 10. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Back to throw. The back grabs it, and he will score and give the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Washington will line up for the
He is to throw. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
23-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Catch is made down the right sideline. Wow, and he even stops the clock for him after a nice gain of 20. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that gives the Browns a first. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Sanders going to throw here on 1st. Pressure's there, and the Commander's got him. Now a timeout, and there may be time for 2 plays here, Brock, but a quick short one does him no good. They got to go for broke here.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses.
Brought in inside the 20. And he has this down to the 14-yard line. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. One final shot here. And he comes up with it. He went, got it, touchdown. And now they can tie this or go for the win. I still don't think everyone has quite processed that touchdown as time expired, Brock, but they don't have time. They've got to make the biggest decision of the game right now. Do you force overtime or do you go for this win?
Well, you said a key word right there, processed. And this is a process. You spend the week planning it, you got the numbers behind it, but ultimately, Kate, this comes down to gut and feel. I say it every time in these moments. You've had to use the last 4 quarters to make this decision, and it better not have been right in the moment. You better have made it before this drive began.
Now for the kick that could force overtime. And he's good on that point after. They elect not to play for the win. They're saying they think they can win it in overtime. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They give up the middle to Ford. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working out of the gun, Sanders. His top target, Njoku, has another one. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
19 Tiger. Ready.
To the air on 1st down, Sanders. Has the hook up again to Njoku. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for Cleveland. 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Brought in close to the 8. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
This is one of those plays you're going to see on tape this week, I guarantee you. Not because of the catch, but because of the effort. Lays out and brings in the off-target throw.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go. Let's go, 80.
From the red zone now. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
70.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take the lead in this game. Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
He's throwing for it. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down just inside the 25. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Rolling left, buying some time. They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25. Washington calls it second timeout. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Daniels now on 1st down. Buying some time left. Now here he goes. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a...
And the defender comes away with it. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Browns have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. So the Browns will take this win home with them. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her dad's to blame, but that's his daddy's fault. Oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that.
The address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ready. Check, blue, check. Stay.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8.
Set, ready. Red, 38.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Hut, hut.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Set. Hut, hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Jacobs, 1st down and more. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 30-yard line. A big-time run by Jacobs. 35 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this takes it into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, pressure.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate.
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive in an early 6 points.
It is good. Makes the score Packers 7, Packers nothing. Brendan McManus to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Okay, break. Here we go.
Right to the air goes Daniels. Flush to his right. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Off he goes.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Let's go now.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. To the sideline, he's got it. The official says yes, the feet are in. And they convert on 4th down. A gain of 26 yards, and the decision to go for it winds up being a good one. So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Harrington Valentine there on the tackle. Second down, they need 7. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. They close quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by Keyshawn Nixon.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Drill, quick. Let's go now. 52, boom. Ready.
Love to throw it on 1st down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
6, Madden. Here we go. 45, White. Ready?
From the gun, it's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Down. Blaster. 6. Black. 95.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bug. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there.
At their own 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On 1st down, they pick up 7 yards. 2nd down, they need 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Close to his right, just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. 3rd down and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Daniel. Moving to his left. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Austin Eckler out of the backfield. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. To the sideline, and what a pass, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down. On first and 10, here's Daniel. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Harry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 6, yellow, 43. Ready?
Love to throw on first and 10. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Set. You, yellow, black, red.
Second down throw for Love. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And the Commanders will take over here, just shy of the 30.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Headed left, buying time. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. It's second down.
Let's go.
They'll throw with Daniel. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds at the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Rush to his left. Now he'll run. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. Pushed out to his left. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out into the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jenkins. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
Ready?
They'll go read on a pop pass. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make...
That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Green Bay. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Daniel. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Tucker Craft was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Set, ready.
And Jacobs. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Will Harris on the tackle.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Red, sight, black 40. Ready.
Throwing is Love. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Then fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Cut. Ready?
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. Now pass deep for McClory. And that is knocked away. Incomplete. Nice play defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Third and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Steady.
Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Washington.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And off the deflection, it is taken in. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 42 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Go, go.
On the handoff, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
That's into the hands of Lane. He's got it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Moving to his right. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
Trust me, Mike, I've been there. You're this close to the goal line. You're thinking you're going to score, and it's going to be 6. You're fighting, you're clawing, but you can't lose the ball. Everything has to be about protecting the football. Your heart drops when that ball slips out of your hands, and in this case, kind of dodges a bullet as this one goes harmlessly out of bounds.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll run.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Come on.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Washington.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back. And it's not going to be easy.
Oh, the pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for two. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here we go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Ready?
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, it's a win for the Packers. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory.